So there's a lot of exposure and disclosure going on right now, man. What up? It's been Elijah back with another video. So the Epstein, the files been released. People going crazy over them. I've been watching videos about it, doing research. It's disgusting. It's demonic. Half the stuff I already knew was going on behind closed doors. So I wasn't fully shocked. I am, but not fully. I already knew these people were evil and that they're reptilians and whatnot. All right. But now it's being exposed to the whole world. One man just brought down everything. But yeah, stuff about them doing stuff with little people, with kids, and them eating people and putting stuff in our food, rituals, and how people who you thought weren't a part of this stuff with him and other people, you're like, what, him, her, really? They're down with it? Yeah. A lot of industries. Tell me, man, the devil runs the world. Like not the world, but like, society and the governments and stuff. Okay? So the world is beautiful. Trees and sun and sky. It's a beautiful world. It's just what lives on it ain't the best. But I already knew these people weren't human. All right? The royal family, they reptilians, man. I believe they're reptilian shapeshifters. I saw a file, according to there's something about Princess Diana saying how she saw them shapeshift and whatnot. Probably did. And I believe they took her out. All right? So Diddy was the beginning, all right? And he's a part of this stuff too. You got Diddy, Epstein, Donald Duck, Sleepy Joe. Now apparently, from what I've heard, Sleepy Joe, the real one was unalive in 2019 by a firing squad. And the one that was president was a robot. Probably was. And you have stuff with Elon and Hove, Jay-Z and Pusha, Harvey Weinstein, and just the list goes on and on and on. King Charles, Prince Dude, like people you never even heard of in power. Billionaires and millionaires are part of this stuff. The trafficking and just eating people and just rituals. Okay? It's all part of it, man. And like I said, I've been doing this I've known this stuff for about like 70 years, I think. And I was like 17, 18. So I already knew this stuff was out here. But some of the stuff, like I said, it did surprise me. It did surprise me. So now I'm hearing Anne Hathaway. I'm hearing Queen Bee be like, well, dang, who else is a part of this? Who else? That's the thing. Like, they need to expose everything. Because there's more files they're not telling. Okay? There's more files. They need to expose everything, but I don't think they will. Because they know that if we do, people are going to get fed up and just start revolting against governments worldwide. But the truth must be exposed, God is allowing the truth to be exposed. We are in a time where everything's being shown to us now. And I'm telling you guys, the next thing they're going to disclose this year, I believe this 100%. They're going to disclose and expose aliens and UFOs. Now, I already know aliens and UFOs are real and that they're here and whatnot. But they're going to really disclose it to the public this year. Okay? I mean, you have a movie coming out by Spielberg called Disclosure Day about aliens. Okay? You go back 30 years, Independence Day. Both movies by aliens coming out the same day, with Day in the movie by the same guy, Spielberg. Okay, they're going to release the alien files, man. I'm telling you. They're going to release it. They're going to expose it. The Greys, Anunnaki, reptilians, all of it. You'll see. Also, there's emails with Miss Clinton and in the files about talking about this Nephilim resurrection chamber. A Nephilim resurrection chamber. Now, I believe that giants existed and that they were real, Nephilim, okay? I believe that they were real. But my thing is, where is this chamber? And if it can bring back the dead, we need that, okay? Hey, bring back Michael Jackson. And hey, they took out Michael Jackson. They took out Michael. They took out Prince, all right? And we know Diddy was a part of the whole Tupac and Biggie stuff. But yeah, they took out Michael. Michael was so great. Michael is still the king. No one to this day is on Michael Jackson level. The closest one, you could say Beyonce. She's closest to one that right now. But Michael, he's still the king. No one can match to him. And I will be watching that movie. Michael, his biopic, his nephew playing him. I will be watching that movie when it comes out. Okay. Yes, I like Michael Jackson. Smooth Criminal, my favorite song. But yeah, they took out Michael, man. So if Michael was still here, man, so much great music, so much stuff. But people would literally think he was Jesus. The man had aura, okay? But I want them to expose the truth, everything, because there's so much more they're hiding from us, from the whole world. And so many industries are a part of the Epstein, down with him. All right, food industries, Chuck E. Cheese, the CEO had to step down. Okay. And this guy, who I believe is still alive, living in Israel. Okay, I believe he's still alive, in my opinion. This man, like, they had even the school books. So the pictures we took as kids, the whole database is ran not by him, but they're down with him. Like, they associate with him, okay? So all these years, all our kid pictures in the database for them to look at and be like, all right, let's take him, her, I want him. It's crazy. It's scary. Like, I'm just like, whoa, dang. This has been going on for years. So, and how we eat people, and that's disgusting, man. And now you got the whole, pizza, and you got the pasta stump, and you got all these code words, Now I already knew about Pizza Gate, and I already knew about ice cream and pasta. I already knew about this stuff. I didn't know they used jerky and other stuff, code words. But they're all part of it. Even the guy who made iCarly and Victorious, you got Dan Schneider, like, they all down with the same thing. The pizza and other stuff. And them eating little, people and taking out the intestines, and it's disgusting. Even the Bush the father was down with it. Now, I just watched the movie last night. It's called Skulls. It's about Skull and Bones, the secret society. It's a real society. And it's in Yale. And just do your research on it. The Skull and Bones is a powerful secret society founded in Yale. All right. I think Yale or Harvard. President Taft was a Skull and Bones. And then Bush, the father and the son, or Bonesman. But yeah, I have a whole book on secret societies. I'm telling you, secret societies and rich families run the world. Rockefeller, Rothschild, the 13 bloodlines of Illuminati, the Skulls, the Council of Foreign Relations, okay, the Knights Templar, the Templar. There are still people that practice Templarism. All right, the Templars. You got the Masons. Now, there are good ones and okay ones, but I have one of my great grandparents was a black Mason. Okay, so now all Masons are bad. Now all Masons are evil. Okay, but yeah, that. So a lot of these groups run everything. Okay. But yeah. So they need to expose everything. I don't know if they will, but they should. It's funny how all the conspiracy theories in the past, people made fun of people like, oh, you're crazy. That's not true. Now these things are coming to light. Even with me, people say, oh, you're crazy. That's not true. Now look. All right. Hey, I mean, I believe dragons probably existed. Probably ain't telling us. Probably have their bones somewhere. All right. I mean, I believe in Bigfoot and Chupacabra and Loch Ness Monster, Mothman. I've always believed in that stuff, and I know that stuff is real. You know, is out there. So I don't believe the Earth is flat. I don't believe that we're stuck in a firmament, that we're stuck in this Earth. I don't believe that. I do believe in the hollow Earth theory. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on that, the hollow Earth theory. I mean, if it's a real place under the Earth, then okay. But I don't know. I'm a little iffy about it. I do believe that our world is like 5 or 10 times bigger than what they're telling us. I think Earth is a lot bigger than what they're telling us. Or I believe that for a fact. But yeah, they should expose everything, man. The cryptids, the monsters, Mothman, Bigfoot. Even though I know that stuff exists, majority of folks don't. Okay. Disclose all the files, aliens, Nephilim, giants. They should put the Nephilim bones in museums and stuff like that. I know they have them, but they should really like put out the bones, because they were like huge. They were like 8, 10, 12 feet tall, maybe taller, like 30 feet tall. So they should disclose that. You know, so many things happened hundreds and thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, that they're hiding from us. You know, but the time we live in, man, it's like these times are the end times. These times are like the awakening times, and this is when everything's being exposed. The truth is being exposed. You know, but yeah, you know, some folks can't handle the truth, but I think we're at a point now where most people can handle things that they couldn't before, like 10 years ago, because so much has happened between 2020 and now. A lot has been taking place, a lot. So I think people are more, I think they think that people are ready to handle things now than before, but they should expose it all. You know, disclose everything, man. Disclose all the files. But how do you guys feel about the Epi files? How do you guys feel about everything going on? And what else do you think they're gonna release? Because me personally, I think the next thing is the aliens and UFOs. That's next. They're gonna disclose that this year. I believe that for a fact. Okay. But yeah. And I'm ending the video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Take care. Let's see what happens with these files, and let's see what else comes out. All right, I'm out. Peace.